Hello, everybody. It's just me at the moment. I'm gonna play a couple of them, I reckon. Sorry for leaving that on loop. That was a bit silly. I should have turned the loop off first. We're having some technical issues this morning, and it wouldn't be a Ronnie trick shot and Shark Eye stream without some technical issues. But it's nothing to do with me. Apparently, Adam's computer decided to do an update about 2 minutes before we were meant to go live. And at last check, he was at about 85% of that update being completed. So he'll jump in at some point. So, yeah, good work, Adam. Definitely got some issues there to contend with. How is everyone today? This is the special American-friendly time for the Ronnie and Shark Eyes live stream. We can do it because Adam has the day off. Unfortunately, his computer has decided to take a day off. But hopefully, he'll be joining us very, very soon. I played cricket all day yesterday, and in the little group chat that I've got going with some of my mates, I was driving home and recorded a voice message and opined over the fact that I shouldn't be playing cricket, especially not at my age, especially not in this weather that we're having in Adelaide. It has been ridiculous, and cricket is a horrible sport. And I stood in the sun for 6 hours, and we lost. What a disaster. So if I do have a chat with any of you at some point in the next couple of weeks, just remind me that it's time to retire. 42-year-olds shouldn't be playing games that go for 5 days. Let's have a look at the chat. Looks like there's a massive crowd in. Oh my gosh. What is going on here? Whew. First one up. Woody, 222, the figure addict. Oi, oi, oi. Yep, there's the oi, oi, oi. I'm noted, baked, then a loaf, a bread. What up, Roddy and Shark? Okay. Yeah, I feel like I didn't read that right. But I sort of understand what you're getting at. In a way. And I've already tickled your like buttons. Yeah, please do that. That'd be great if you can tickle the like button. Thank you for joining us, Woody. I jumped on a live stream with you and Shane and a whole bunch of other cool cats yesterday. At one point, it was a bit like the old Brady Bunch title screen. There was 9 of us on screen, and I was sitting in the middle, and it was quite funny. I enjoyed it. Couldn't really get a word in edgewise, but I wasn't worried about that. I was happy just to be in that seat. So, and in the company of Woody, very handsome Woody, Woody with the best voice in toy tubing, Woody who drank a whole bunch of Red Bull and then went to see Mrs. Woody. Oh, geez. Son of a Crayon Slayer. Hello, mate. How are you going? Thank you for joining us, brother. Joe Hunter 73, the Wes man. Hello, Wes from Austin, Texas. It's good to see you here. Casey, I was on with Casey last night. Casey, podcast from the pit. Good to see you again, Casey. It was last night for me, but it was this morning for you. So since we last spoke, I've had a good little kip. I am feeling a little bit seedy this morning because last night was a late night, but yeah, very happy to have you along as always, Casey. The best Instagram account on Instagram, as far as I'm concerned, apart from everyone else I follow. GI Jokers, if you haven't checked out his stuff, go and check out his stuff. He does very, very funny Instagram posts involving vintage GI Joes. Go and have a look at him. Oh, look, my favorite man, Campbell, Kiwi GI Customs and Collection, brought out a video this week featuring a mail call, and one of the items that he received in the post was a big box of beaters from me, and he was very grateful, very thankful, kind of overwhelmed actually, and it did pull at the heartstrings a bit. Yeah, that's why you send your mates things because you know they'll appreciate it, and Kiwi definitely appreciated it. I'm looking forward to seeing him put that 90s target figure back together. So if you haven't subscribed to Kiwi, go and subscribe to him and have a look for that mail call video. It's very cool. Everyone's saying hello to everyone else in the chat, which is very, very cool. Speaking of videos that were posted this week, Phil Treasures for Trigger in the land of the rising sun via the land of the long white cloud. Domo arigatou gozaimashita. Domo arigatou gozaimashita for joining us, Phil. Phil brought out a video this week where he had received a special package from McDonald's in Japan. That was a complete large Big Mac meal that transformed into robots. So go and check that out on his channel. I had a look this morning. Some cool stuff there. Very, very cool stuff. Jeff Nelson, thank you for joining us, Jeff. I don't think you've been able to make a live stream chat before, but it's very good to have you. Welcome aboard. Love to see new faces in here. I did notice that you watched one of my videos the other day, so I haven't got around to replying to your comment yet, but I definitely will because I make it my business to reply to comments because I definitely appreciate people taking the time to watch my stuff and leave a comment. Makes it all worthwhile. Happy Saturday, says Jeff. Happy Saturday for you. Happy Saturday for everyone in America. But happy Sunday for everyone on my side of the world. It's Sunday morning here. Zazel says he is on the road to being blocked. It's a good play on words there. And obviously the little tank top emoji. We love that. We love that. Love you, Zazel. Zazel has a new video coming out this week as well. So check out that. Zazel's also told me that he might rejoin the live streaming ranks soon. So watch this space. That'll be lots of fun. JoeFan84, thank you for joining us, mate. The names just keep on coming. Great to have you here, Joe Fan. You've always supported me and supported Sharky, and great to have you along as always. Oh, my favorite man, Johnny Sorensen, the legend. He posted a new video this morning, which I haven't watched yet, but I definitely will go and have a look at that. He is an absolute total legend, and yeah, I look forward to seeing that. Must be pretty early in Perth, though. What, 9 o'clock or something like that? 8:30? You're up early, Johnny. Hope you're tucking into your Vegemite on toast and enjoying us. Yeah, lots of people in. I think that just about covers everyone. Shark Eyes. How good are computers? So he's obviously still struggling. I'll just keep talking until we see him appear in the backstage section here so I can pop him up. Woody says, I'm the man. Thank you, Woody. I hope you're referring to how good looking I am and my wonderful voice. Yeah, I like to think I've got some sort of smoother, dulcet sort of tones. I never used to like the sound of my own voice. But I don't know, as you get older, you sort of, I think you warm up to these things. So yeah, I'm happy with the way I sound right now. Yeah, and I'm glad you are too. Hillbilly Harper, Eric. I was on with Eric last night. We were telling dad jokes and shooting the breeze with G.I. Joe for fun. A gentleman by the name of Scott. He's on Instagram. Does some amazing things with custom dioramas. He can make anything out of styrofoam, and showed us some really groovy techniques for imprinting, I suppose, texture into this foam and then applying paint. It was very, very cool. Zaza wants to know if we're going to see Adam angry, and he's just dropped in. So let's see if the internet's working, and let's see if he can answer this question. Adam, are you there, bro? We're not having a lot of luck, are we? Oh, there he is. I think we're about to see Adam angry, Zazel. Poor old Sherlock's in the background. Just he's getting a bit angry too. Adam, can you hear me, mate? Oh, and he's gone again. Oh well. Well, you saw Adam for a moment. Thank you for joining us. Everyone's still saying hello to everyone in here. Adam said he had rebooted his laptop, and yeah, it's gone. Kiwi says he's sending me some stuff. Thank you, Kiwi. I look forward to that. This guy, Nate the Retro Tinker. This guy has the best voice in toy tubing. I'm not going to lie. I just said that about Woody, didn't I? Sorry, Woody. Nate can do voiceovers like a professional actor. Yeah, I've heard some voice messages from him over the last couple of days, and I just keep listening to them over and over and over because he's funny as hell. Thank you for joining us, Nate. Put out a great video this week where he took one of those little figures, one of those little G.I. Joe figures, one of these ones. I'll show you. He got one of these. He got one of these little things. You know those little figures? Nate took one of those and he turned it into a Sergeant Slaughter to send to Zazel. And it was an incredible video. I really enjoyed it, and I can definitely recommend it. If you haven't seen it, go and watch that. But Nate's deft touch in dealing with this little thing and putting some milliput around there to build a Sergeant Slaughter for Zazel was unreal. So go and have a look at that if you haven't looked at that already. 3-star Draw says, "What's up, mates? Thanks for the American-friendly time shot. No worries at all. And things are going swimmingly so far, as you can see." But yeah, thank you for joining us, 3-star. I caught up with your cousin yesterday. I was in a live stream with Pop, and I haven't done that in a little while. I think the last time I caught up with Pop was when Donald Trump got shot in the ear. So that was a fair while ago. Now he's the president. So that was pretty fun. Joe Fan says it's 6:40 where he is, and a storm is supposed to hit in a couple of hours, and naturally it brings with it a chance of tornadoes. Well, stay safe, mate. I hope you've got somewhere to shelter from possible tornadoes, mate. That's it's not good to hear. Johnny has a lifelong contract that he only eats Marmite. Yeah, so for our American friends, Vegemite is a commonly consumed breakfast spread in Australia, and New Zealand have their own version, which is called Marmite, and they're both pretty disgusting. You both, spread them lightly on toast. But Americans tend to think the way you eat Vegemite is by scooping it out of the jar and just, taking a full teaspoon of it. It doesn't work that way. Doesn't work that way. Well, Joe Fan, if you're going to try it, get your bread nice and hot, put a lot of butter on it, and then smear in the Vegemite. It's very good. Should we try again with Adam? He's back. Let's try again. He's shaking his head. Adam, how you going? Say something, Adam. Talk to me.
Woosah. Serenity now. Breathe in with me, folks. Enhance your chakras as we release.
Someone said here, try using your phone, Adam.
This fucking thing.
You could have used your phone.
Don't know.
I thought maybe you would have come back onto your phone because your laptop would have gone out the window. Yeah, good work. I think Kiwi fixed his engine at Westinian. This whole situation seems suspicious.
I fucking might have to in a second.
I think Phil is saying that I blocked you. Oh man, I didn't block you. I didn't block you at all. Fantasia says, "Greetings, my fellow Earthicans. New subscriber here. Thank you so much for subscribing, Fantasia. Oh, Benny Shinners, you legend. Good to see you, mate. Thank you for sending me some stuff this week. There's so many people here. It is ridiculous. I hope I haven't missed anyone. Larry Eddie Weeks, great to have you on board, mate. You scored yourself a brown skid mark last night. I saw. That's very, very cool. So that's the chat. Adam, how you going, mate? You got your computer sorted?
It's lagging still. I'm gonna have to try on my phone, bro. I think.
All right, no worries.
Let me abort this nonsense. Un momento.
Okay. Big Brother is certainly watching Adam. Cool. He's back already. He's back already on his phone.
Yep.
Unreal. That was quick, brother. That was really quick.
Well, I'm not using the Wi-Fi, mate.
That is perfect. That is perfect.
I just can't hear you properly. That's all.
Oh, everyone's here to listen to you, mate. So you don't need to hear me. And I've just been talking for 20 minutes by myself. So maybe it's your turn.
Where do we begin?
Where do we begin?
I'm just going to change. I'm just going to change positions. I'm going to sit in a different position today because we're doing everything topsy turvy. So why not?
Yeah, absolutely. How's things, brother? Besides your internet issues.
Oh, I've got the next 3 days off, so things are pretty good.
Ooh,
I can't complain. I've had a nice start to the day. Had a couple of coffees. Took the dogs for a walk with the wife. Had some brekkie. Just went and did my bit for the environment and cashed in some cans for recycling purposes.
Do they do that in America?
I don't know. It's 10 cents a can over here, so I took a fair whack down, and the machine would only take some of the cans, so netted myself a whole $5.60, Aaron.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's good. For our American friends, we actually get paid to recycle here by the government. It's very cool. Very, very cool. Yeah, so you keep all your cans, your bottles, your cartons, take them to a recycling center, and they give you 10 cents a pop. It's very cool.
How good's my t-shirt? I busted this out of the wardrobe today.
Oh, yeah. I don't know what that is. Is that the Punisher?
That's the Punisher logo.
Yeah. That was a good guess. Hey, for someone that
it was very good. I had a feeling you'd know it, but I wasn't sure.
Someone who knows bugger all about Marvel.
That's okay.
That was a very good get. Scotty Garvin says he's only here to see you.
Nice. Thanks, mate.
Look, Woody says that they have that, but it's only a nickel. So
okay.
they get
what's a nickel worth in our money, Aaron? Do you know?
Oh, probably about $300.
Yeah, prob's not.
Okay. Joe Fan says it's by the pound, but recycle centers are spread out. Interesting.
Okay.
And Eric says we have to deal with scrapyard people though, which I can imagine.
Well, we've got these big, like sort of shipping container size structures that are found in car parks. Like, for instance, my one's at a shopping center.
Yeah.
And you go down there, and at the front of it, you've got two terminals, and they're kind of like ATMs. And you scan your phone. You've got a barcode on your phone. You scan your phone. You put bottles and cans into the little slot, and it gets read by the sensor and goes through to the back bit. And then at the end, you get the printout, or the money just goes straight into your bank account. It's bloody good.
Oh, awesome. Well, thank you, everyone, for joining the Recycling Podcast with Ronnie and Shark Eyes. And, I hope you learned something.
Do your bit, folks. That's the moral to the story. Do your bit. All right.
Yeah, Woody says they got machines as well, but you can only put one can in at a time.
Yeah, it's a bit bodgy in that sense because sometimes it doesn't always read certain cans as well. So, for instance, I had like import beer cans, wouldn't take them.
Yeah. Joe Hunter says this is like a Seinfeld episode.
The bottle deposit.
Well,
Well,
That's
look,
very
so far you've put up with technical issues and recycling talk, so it's all downhill from here.
Oh, yeah, let's bring it on.
Mm.
Captain Planet would approve. Larry wants to know if we're going to talk about Motu tonight. No, actually, we're not. We're not going to talk about Motu. We're going to talk about something completely different. We're going to talk about which G.I. Joes we would like to block. And everyone goes on a blocking spree from time to time. Are you a blocker, Adam?
Historically speaking, Aaron, I've only used the block button to deal with pests, primarily on Twitter, because you'd get a lot of trolling pieces of shit on there. And so, and especially if you've got a decent following or you've had tweets go viral, all right? So things like that, it would just invite pests. So I'd be like, scream into the void. I'd usually use the mute button on more so than the block button, but I have blocked people.
Yeah.
On Facebook, I don't know if I've ever blocked anyone on Facebook.
I definitely have.
Okay.
I'm an all-star blocker. I'm an all-star starting five blocker, if there's such a thing. I love you.
You are basically saying that you are like who's a really supreme shot blocker in the NBA? Let's go with the Hakeem Olajuwon of blocking people.
I was a massive Hakeem Olajuwon fan back in the 90s.
Yeah, there you go. How serendipitous is that?
Yeah.
The dream.
I think he played with the guy that used to wear goggles as well. What was his name?
Otis Thorpe.
And there was Clyde Drexler running around for him as well, I reckon.
Yeah, Clyde was running around for him too.
Reggie someone?
Maybe Reggie's. Oh, Reggie. Can't remember any Reggies. Not to say there wasn't any on the Rockets squads of those times. You had Robert Ory. You had Mario Alley. You had who else got there?
Sorry for blowing my unusually large proboscis into the microphone.
That's all right. Snoz. You get some snozberries out, mate?
Oh, mate, yeah. It had some real physicality about it.
I'll tell you what, I'll swap you a Hardy for a softie.
Phil says Dikembe Mutombo was a blocking king.
Yeah, Deke is definitely up there.
He only passed away a couple of months back, didn't he?
He did. Old Dikembe, yeah. Unfortunately.
Wyatt Smith is joining us for the first time. Hello, Wyatt.
Hello, Wyatt. I really like the name Wyatt. If I had a kid, I'd name him Wyatt.
Really?
Yeah, it's Wyatt Earp. It's a very strong Western name. Yeah, I like the name Wyatt. It's a good name.
Yeah. 3-star says he's been blocked by more. He got more people blocked than friends on Facebook. Very cool. Very, very cool.
I tell you what I used to do though. I just used to do a regular cull on Facebook. So you'd have to meet my requirements of like retaining my friendship on Facebook. So if you didn't really comment on anything or post anything that or anything that I would find interesting or entertaining, see you later. Gone. Too many baby photos, you're out of here. Too much nonsense about I don't know, whatever, you're gone. See ya. Or if I didn't really if you were like an old school friend and you added me on a whim, even though I probably didn't like you back in the day and you probably didn't like me that much or even speak to me, see you later. Gone. Whatevs.
I like blocking people who share misinformation. That's a good one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Haven't you ever looked at Snopes? I mean, come on. Like, seriously.
No,
I block people who get antsy on Australia Day.
Oh, don't do that.
I don't have an opinion either way on the Australia Day thing. I can't deal with the arguments about it.
Yep.
Because the people who don't want Australia Day are fairly militant. The people who do want Australia Day are fairly bogan. Dare I say?
Yep.
Yeah. I also block people who constantly share updates from like third-party apps, like a poker machine, or a casino. And it's usually middle-aged people that do that.
What about the farm? Remember that farm bloody thing? See you later. Gone. Too much of that, you were gone, mate. I've definitely culled someone for that. But here's a question for you, Aaron. I've got a question for you.
Yeah.
Have you ever gone to like one of the usual groups that you inhabit and you can't find the group? And you go, that's weird. Why can't I find this group? Type it in different combinations of the words, rubbing my eyes, making sure I'm seeing things correctly. It's not there. Have you ever been blocked from a group like that?
No, just imagine that though.
Well, let me tell you something, mate. Let me tell you something.
It'd be quite funny, wouldn't it?
It would be quite funny. It would be funny. I'll tell you why it would be even funnier.
Yeah.
Is when you realise that you can't find the group and that someone says and tries to tag you in that group and you go, you can't see the tag. You go, oh, okay, that's odd. So what you do then is you go, well, I'll reach out to the person who created that group. And I'll say to them politely, hello, sir. I'm just wondering, have I been blocked from your group for... Oh, shit, there goes my phone. Have I been blocked from your group for any particular reason?
Oh, my God, this stream is a wild ride. We saw Adam sealing everyone.
And then they say to you, well, yes, you have been blocked. And I go, oh, okay. Can you tell me why? And they go, sure. And they said to provide you with a screenshot of why you were blocked, sorry. Now, Aaron, would you like to know why I was blocked from this group?
Oh, you used some foul language.
You already know the story, so of course I'm asking you rhetorical questions.
Yeah.
Yes, I did use the C-bomb, Aaron. Now, I use that word often. You use that word often. Many Australians... yes, many Australians use that word often.
I don't think I've ever used it online.
Oh, yeah, no, I've thrown it around here and there. But see, the thing is, you've used it privately online with me in the chat.
Oh,
so there you go.
I'm usually calling you one of them.
That's right, and I take it in stride because here in Australia, that word doesn't mean what it means in other parts of the world, right? We use it as a term of endearment. We use it like to describe a thing. So, for instance, my computer is being a sea of a thing today, right? Right? And I'd like to throw the sea at the wall, right? There's another way of saying it, you know?
Yeah.
Or if I was talking to like if there's a fly flying around me, I'd be like, get away from me, you little sea. Piss off. Right? So we use the word in different ways, right?
Yeah.
It's we own the word and we have taken the power out of the word in a lot of ways.
Hey, sorry to digress. Jay Astro has joined us. Hello, Jay Astro.
Oh, here he is.
Fantasia said he had trouble logging to Facebook once and then realised he had blocked himself.
That's gold.
Kiwi's having some trouble with his Tinder dates by the look of it.
Campbell's married, mate. Don't put that on him.
Casey says he never blocks anyone; he just lets them block him. Woody blocks everybody because he doesn't use social media. That's very smart.
That's an instant block.
Yep. Matthew Matson, the legend. I've got my Matthew Matson hat over there. Hang on a second.
We're giving hat tributes now, are we? There we go. Yeehaw.
Thank you for joining us, Matthew. So anyway, I'll let you get on with your
Yeah, I'm getting somewhere with this. I'm almost done.
I'm reading some of these comments, mate. Zazel's dropped some real. Everyone's dropping C-bombs in the chat. Stop it,
Love
boys. You're very naughty, boys.
Drop a C-bomb in the chat if you're enjoying the show, folks. Anyway, so the screenshot that was provided to me, Aaron, I'd used the C word, but I wasn't using it in a harsh, malicious way towards anyone in the group specifically. I was saying it in like jest. Zazel, funnily enough, was part of that conversation because, funnily enough, it was in a G.I. Joe group. And that's what got me blocked. But completely banned. Couldn't find the group. So I was hidden. The group was hidden from me, Aaron. So after speaking with this admin and shedding light on the situation and, you know, giving him some rational discourse as to, you know, what I said and blah, 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 he allowed me back in the group. Now,
you were readmitted. Oh,
I was pretty much instantaneously. Now, here's the thing, Aaron. That group may have another admin as well, right?
Yes.
Or
yes,
a moderator, all right?
Yeah.
Not the head cheese, so to speak, but another guy. And he was the one who did it. And I could prove it. But that's okay. We don't need to prove things on here. I know it, Aaron. You know it. That's important. And everyone else here can just take my word as gospel. Because I was allowed back into the group. You know, I don't use the group that much. I don't frequent it regularly. I'm not a heavy poster in the group. But I do use the group to advertise our streams. When I say our, I mean mine and yours.
Yeah.
Right? So this person felt like they could block me from the group, even though I'd done nothing directly to them, which would then impact me sharing my content. Content being the key word in that group. Now, this, by the way, I should add, isn't the reason why we're doing this stream. This actually came about
afterwards.
After Aaron and I had come up with this idea, just completely coincidental. So I don't think we're just using this story as a means to, create content. But funnily enough, it worked in our favor. And that's my story, Aaron. Pretty funny, huh?
Yeah, and pretty long.
Look, there was a few dramatic pauses in there, not going to lie.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. The chat's going off. I'm sorry I can't put all these chats on the screen, boys. But yeah, I'm definitely getting a few giggles out of this. Benny says the new hate speech laws will have Adam locked up in no time.
Can you throw some up? Because I can't see him, Aaron. Not again. I'd like to see some of these comments. We're back.
You definitely can't see them. Woody's calling Jay Asher a bastard for some reason.
Really?
How would Americans say bastard? They'd say bastard, wouldn't they?
Bastard. You bastard. You rat bastard.
In Australia, we say it really with real guttural sort of snarl. You bastard. Yeah. Someone asked, JoeFan84 asked, is that a knife? Nah, that's not a knife, mate.
It is.
That is a knife. And 3-star said, yes, that's not a knife. He's got that right. He has spelt that perfectly. Well done, 3-star.
That is good. That's good.
That's not a knife. And Joe Fan thought that was funny. He said lol 3-star. Johnny Simonson says the internet was a right cabbage. Fair enough. Yes, it was. Zazu was explaining what a skip bin is called in Australia. What a skip bin entails. So much stuff going on in here, mate. It's impossible to keep up. Thank you so much, boys, for getting involved. That is awesome. Nate says if you reverse the Australian pronunciation of bastard, you sound Italian. How does that work? Do you get that one? Reverse the Australian pronunciation of bastard. You sound Italian. Bastard. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess.
Maybe I have to send
I can
Nate a
actually
link.
see the comment, Aaron.
I have to send Nate a link and I have to send Nate the link so he can actually say it for us live on the stream. Maybe, I don't know. Join us next week. We'll teach you how to say bastard. Jay Astro, Woody is starting internet drama with me. Oh, there's been a bit of that flying around this weekend. Unreal. But blocking. We thought, Adam, we would look at every year of G.I. Joe and decide which figures we just did not want in our life anymore. Which figures we could not stand to look at ever again. And we've taken it.
Look, yeah, for the sake of this exercise, for sure.
Yeah. And we've taken it year by year. You've taken the even years and I've taken the odd years. And because there's one less odd year, I've done a special bonus year, which is the classified stuff. So that'll come later in the piece. But let's get my slides up. Are you ready, Adam?
Born ready.
Are you ready? Let's block. Yeah, you took a while to laugh at that. Yeah, thanks for
I'm laughing at you amusing yourself.
Oh, yeah. Fair enough. So,
you're pretty proud of that one. I could tell. You're pretty proud.
Yeah, well, it's mildly amusing. Very, very mildly amusing.
You'll have to excuse me, Aaron. I'm being a cunt again.
Oh. Holy mackerel. All right.
Back on my bullshit, bro.
Right.
I never left, really.
All right.
You can try to stop me. You can hope to contain me, but you just can't.
Yeah. Nate's just blocked you. All right. So 1982, and I want everyone to chime into the chat with the figures from each year that they would block. But Adam, you start with 1982, and who did you decide upon?
I blocked Grunt because he's a cunt. That's not true. That's not true.
I definitely apologize to everyone who's listening in the car with their kids right now. That's
yeah. Yeah, it could get worse. We'll see. Yeah, I blocked him. He had to go. Why? Because let's be honest. Mm-hmm. He's probably the weakest of source of that wave. And you don't really need him if you've got Zap. And Zap has a bazooka and he doesn't. Yeah. And yeah, that's the reason, really. No, he's ugly. So see you later.
Yeah. Zazel says most of 1982 are a bit rubbish. Benny Shinners says definitely Grunt. The hair is just wrong.
Or the lack thereof.
Yeah. Phil says he looks like the dad from that 70s show, who was also Zazel says it's got a bit of Michael Ironside look to him.
A little bit, yeah, absolutely.
Jay Astro agrees. You guys could be soulmates, Astro and Zazel. So, yeah, looks like Michael Ironside. Fantasia's not very happy with you. Sorry, mate. Thanks for joining us for the first time. We've upset you, right? Bugger.
Just block me.
Yeah, fair enough. So that's very fair. That's very fair. I was hoping you'd say Hawk. Only because I've been reading the comics, as you know, and Hawk was sort of shimmied off to the side early in the run of comics, and he was replaced with someone else. So I don't know what was going on with Hawk, but it just doesn't feel right. And the fact that they started with this guy in charge and then they shuffled him off somewhere else. So yeah, I was leaning towards Hawk, but that wasn't my year. 1983 was my year. So you want to see what I blocked for 1983? I
cannot wait.
This guy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, absolutely. So this this gets back to the comics as well. And I read an issue this week. I think it was issue 17. Because I am
I know where you're going with this.
I am reading the comics finally after much encouragement from you. I'm reading the comics and I think it was issue 17. In that issue, a group of G.I. Joes, or I shouldn't say a group, a platoon, a posse, a patrol, a sortie, a group of G.I. Joes caught in a traffic jam in their Wolverine tank in the middle of a busy city.
Yep.
So in the middle of a city, in a tank, caught in a traffic jam. The hatch opens up and out crawls Torpedo in his full scuba gear.
So what you mean to tell me is when you jump in the car, you don't jump in your full wetsuit, right? No?
No, but he had everything: the rebreather, the oxygen tanks, the spear gun, the lot. Climbing out of a tank.
Did he have flippers on though?
Well, you couldn't see in there.
Well, there you go then.
Yeah.
Maybe he just likes to get around in his get up.
Yeah. So for that reason, see you later, Torpedo. As far as I'm concerned, G.I. Jokers is very happy to be having a look at your sexy legs, Adam.
Would you like me to reveal some more, sir?
Zazel says, I think Zazel is talking about Torpedo and not you.
I remember it's on a very small screen. I got bad eyesight, so I can't really read it. What's it say? You have to read it out for me.
I'm convinced his body was meant to be female. I think he's talking about Torpedo. Yeah,
probably. Before we move on to the next slide, should we give my internet another bash on my computer?
No, bugger it.
Because I've already loaded it up, and I feel like it's going to be moving quickly. I could be wrong, but
no, we've put people through too much of that.
Well, it's not like I'm not going to be able to go back on the phone. It's right here, but I feel like it could work. Should we try?
Oh, all right.
Hang on one second.
Hello.
Can you hear me okay?
Yes. Yeah, we can. Hey.
Is it lagging?
Sort of.
I think it's lagging.
Yeah. Do you want to go back?
I'm going back to the phone, Aaron.
Okay.
Piece of shit. All right.
Scratch that.
Okay. Fair enough. Joe Fan says he does remember seeing Torpedo in a. You might need to.
It's okay. It's all sorted.
Yeah.
I'm here.
All right, no. So Joe Fan says he does remember seeing Torpedo in full scuba gear in a land battle. Treasures for Trigger says, yes, block that Torpedo. There's only one Butte scuba in the Joe team, which is very true. You're a big wetsuit fan, and I have to say I am a big wetsuit fan as well, and I think wetsuit was a massive upgrade on Torpedo, to be completely honest. So we don't really need Torpedo. Even Sarge wants to be wetsuit. Johnny Reno with the Scotch glasses. Hello, Johnny. Fantasia says, in Torpedo's defense, you never know when you're going to stumble into action.
Exactly.
Phil says, get Torpedo off the screen. He's starting to admire her lines. Nate wants to know why some of the Joes look so sad. And that's true. His face looks really insipid here. Like he's just woken up or he's upset with someone. Turk Murphy, thank you for joining us, mate. Great to see you in here. Larry says he likes Torpedo a bit better. All right. So 1984. Can you remember what you picked for 1984?
Yeah, I think I can.
All right, here we go. With no further ado, the Joe we're blocking for 1984 is this guy.
If you know me, this should come as no surprise.
Oh my gosh. You need to explain yourself. Not as long a story as you told before.
I can keep it. I can do a haiku for you if you like, or maybe I can drop a hot 16 and rap my way through it. How does that sound?
Zays was out, mate. Zays was sorry, I just put up the wrong comment. You guys got to stop commenting so quick. I click on a comment and it's already 4 ones behind. Zays was. Did you read that? Can you see that?
Zazel, I know you don't mean that. I know you're not talking to me, are you? All right.
Yeah. And Fantasia, he's
That's
the first three Joes. He's my newest subscriber, and
I don't think you're subscribed to me, so don't even bother, mate.
Now he's my newest unsubscriber. Phil says it's a massive call, but he agrees.
Thank you, Phil. Again, this is why we're mates.
Larry said, no way you picked Duke with Deep Six on the table.
Oh yeah? You want to bet, Larry? Deep Six was my first actual Joe, if you exclude me having short fuse because I got him as an action man, not as a Joe. So there you go, Larry. All right. Duke, I've never been a fan. Now, this figure does nothing for me. The character does nothing for me. And if I'm blocking him for a specific reason, it's because he took the shine off Stalker. Stalker in the comics always had his spot where he needed to be. And I read the comics. I wasn't a cartoon guy. So I didn't have my brain polluted by what the people at Sunbro were doing. I had the gospel of Larry Harmer. All right. And that is why Duke can go and get fortified.
Hillbilly agrees with you. Hillbilly loves you for it.
Love you too, Eric.
We forgot to block Duke before we talked about blocking him.
Get out. Get out. Well, better be careful with that hand gesture. Get out. All right?
I'd love to know.
You can't see what I'm doing off screen. Get out. All right.
I have my suspicions as to who Duke is. That's very funny. I love when anyone talks about Duke on any YouTube stream anywhere. Duke just pops up. It's funny.
I will say this, though.
Ben Shinner says he's pulling our funding. Like, I don't make any money out of this, bro.
You can't even give Aaron a super chat, so shut up. Anyway, I will say this, though, just to appease some of you, okay? The Skybound Duke would definitely be my favorite Duke.
Oh, yeah. Nickelback Duke.
Yeah. Please don't ever say that again, but sure. Yeah.
Chad Kroger Duke.
So, yeah, he's out. Look, go and have a look. For you folks, the detractors in the chat who are like gobsmacked by this decision of mine, go and have a look at 84 and tell me who you're taking out. And you can't take Deep Six. That's the only thing. He's bang. That's it. Yeah. I said it.
3-star says Duke was a tool in the cartoon, and that's why Flint came along.
See?
Yeah. And Hillbilly says Duke is just a mouth-breathing jackleg. Phil says he doesn't like it when action figures have wider teeth than him.
And they even gave him Stalker's gun. So, whatever.
Yeah. Tex says Duke was a man of action. All right, enough of Duke. I can't remember who I chucked in for 1984. But I'm sure I will remember why I stuck him in when I pull it up. So here we go. Without any
Hang on a second. Wait. 84? You mean 85?
85, yeah, 85. Sorry, yeah. I did 85. Yeah, I can't remember who I put in for 85, but here we go.
Listen, this will be fun.
Yeah. So, Tripwire, original Tripwire was pretty Gumby. Let's be honest. He was pretty Gumby. Is that fair to say?
Absolutely.
Yeah. To bring him out in orange with a cassette tape, that's even more Gumby. And this is a bit of a spiteful inclusion for me because I'm a 90s G.I. Joe lover, and lots of people who are against 90s G.I. Joes are against 90s G.I. Joes because of the neon colors that are used frequently throughout the 90s. But I just want to remind everyone that this bloke was probably the first Neon Joe. And he is a bastard to find. And if you're trying to collect all of the Joes like I am, you're slim to no chance of finding him in Australia. And for that reason, I don't want to have to go and buy him. So I'm blocking him. I don't ever want to lay eyes on this bloke ever again.
So let me ask you this hypothetical then.
Yeah.
Let's say one of your mates or someone, goes to the States and they say, listen, I'm going to this area where there's these toy stores, and you say, well, I've got this figure that I've really had my eyes on. His name's Listen and Fun Tripway. You wouldn't even search him out in that respect?
Oh, mate, if it was an even $50 Australian, I'd buy him. But he's not going to be an even $50.
How much? What's he go for on the secondary market at this point?
Not 50.
Yeah, I know it's all fair whack, but
yeah. 3-star calls him Ketchup Tripwire.
Yeah.
That's very cool. Kiwi says he's going to make one. Of course he is. Casey agrees. He says that Tripwire is terrible. Absolutely it is. Joe Fan's with me. He says he got into Joe's in the Neon era. I'm assuming he was born in 84, so he's right in my sort of sweet spot, I suppose, for G.I. Joe. 3-star Draw says, I say it now, you can't like Special Missions Brazil and not like this. You break the laws of the universe if you claim it. That's very fair, especially that mainframe. That mainframe looks like he's not wearing a shirt. Fantasia wants to know, was he before or after Sci-Fi? What year was Sci-Fi?
86.
Yeah, so he was before. And Johnny has confirmed that he was before.
Yep.
So yeah, I'm blocking Tripwire. Do you agree with me? Yeah.
I like him. I've never had a want or need or desire to have it, but I kind of think it works. Like the color scheme.
Zazel makes a very good point. Listen, this guy's fun.
That's what I said, essentially. but the thing is that at the end of the day, it's still Tripwire. Like, it's not the most desirable of characters.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Could you imagine what the price of that would be if it was Listen and Fun Snake Eyes?
Oh yeah, it'd be nuts.
Nuts.
3-star says it should be Lawrence's mascot. Listen. Johnny reckons he's got him sealed.
I would not put that past Johnny.
Unreal. Absolutely unreal.
Yep.
All right. Are we ready for 1986?
Absolutely. Bring it on.
Bang. Who's that and why are you blocking him?
That's the Motor Viper, Aaron.
Yeah, I know that. It was a rhetorical question.
We're doing rhetoricals on this show today.
I don't know. Are we?
Touche. Well done. Why are we blocking him? That's a good question. Because his vehicle is silly.
Yeah.
He comes with zip on the accessory front.
Mm-hmm.
The helmet and visor aren't like movable or removable. He's just a very boring, bland troop builder.
Yeah.
And did I mention that his vehicle's ridiculous?
You did. It does look a bit weird, doesn't it?
It's silly. It's ridiculous. So he was an easy pick. He definitely wouldn't meet my requirements. Therefore, he is being culled.
All right. Joe Fan says he likes him, and so does 3-star. And so does Kiwi. And so does Jay Astro. And so does Joe Hunter.
Yep. But go and look at 80. But again, go and look at 86, and you tell me, like, if you got to pick, like, why you're blocking a figure or character from that line or from that wave. Sorry, you'll understand why I picked it. I just told you. I outlined it. So yeah. I mean,
Johnny
he doesn't
Reno's-
look bad, but
Yeah. Johnny Reno's gone all crass. He's calling. Says Baroness refers to him as the motorboat viper.
I'll pay it.
Yeah.
How good's a motorboat every now and then? Yeah, that's why.
Sorry to everyone that's
What?
listening with the kids.
Get him out of here.
Again, Joe Fan says he's got 4 on his stun, and Casey says he's got 3 on his stun.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Well, I mean, you've got the position like on that vehicle to house that many. House. I sound like Christopher Walken there. House. House that many of them. So, yeah.
Kiwi loves a motorboat. Nate said he would have used him as a robot, which is fair. Joe Hunter 73 says he would have blocked Lifeline. Did you
No
consider Lifeline?
way.
No?
No way. Lifeline is an iconic, like, figure, in my opinion.
Yeah. Okay.
I can tell you right now,
if
if you give people the option for classified of Lifeline or the Motor Viper, I dare say they're going for Lifeline.
Okay. 3-star says he doesn't like Frag Viper.
I hate to disappoint you, Darren.
Phil would have blocked Sci-Fi, or the Havoc driver. Larry reckons Lift Ticket is pretty goofy. That's very true. And ain't nobody got time to track down that microphone either.
You know what? Exactly. Lift Ticket comes with an iconic vehicle, the Tomahawk. If you ask people, what do you prefer, the Tomahawk or the Stun? 9 times out of 10, people are choosing the Tomahawk. So hence why he's not getting bounced. And who was the other one someone mentioned? Cross Country. That's actually not a bad shout. I don't know why I didn't consider him. He could probably be neck and neck with this prick, to be honest.
Yeah. I think we can't block Cross Country because he's already been cancelled.
True. That's true.
I think we're starting fights up in here. 3-star says, fuck Lifeline. And Astra says, nah, Lifeline can go fuck himself, actually.
That's right, fellas. Embrace the swears. Let it all out. This is a safe space, all right? We won't block you.
Yeah. Jokers agrees with Larry. Lipstick is horrible. What the hell? Joe Fan says, I like Lifeline. I remember we had a special at our church and a military medical helicopter came. We got to climb on it and brought my Lifeline to put in the back.
Nuts.
Oh, after all the C-bombs and F-bombs we've dropped, it's nice to bring it back to something a little more wholesome.
Wholesome.
Thank you, Joe Fan. That's awesome. All right, so 1987 was me. And we're coming into the movie years of G.I. Joe, I reckon. For 1987, I am blocking this guy.
Good call. I'm right there with you.
Yeah. So I'm not an animal person. I never had a dog growing up as a kid. And
I feel sorry for you.
Yeah. When I first got together with Jessie, she asked for many years if we could get a dog. And I said no for about 10 years until I spent a lot of money on G.I. Joes.
So you're like, now I've got to soften the blow. Give in.
Absolutely. Yep. So along came Dusty. And I love Dusty. He has wrapped himself around my little finger. I wouldn't be out without him. He's my best friend. He follows me everywhere. He's brought so much joy to my life. I can't believe I didn't get a dog sooner. However, the only problem with Dusty is that he leaves little globuluses around on paper in my laundry. So, yeah, every time I look at globulus, he reminds me of
shit.
Yeah, shit. He is the Mr. Hanky of G.I. Joe. He's a pain in the ass to display. He's a pain in the ass to photograph. I don't quite understand the tail thing. Like, I feel like it's meant to be kind of flexible, but most of the time it's just stiff and straight.
Giggity.
Zazel's definitely going to pick up on that comment. But yeah, I don't want to lay eyes on Globulus ever again, but I'm going to have to because Dusty eats a lot. So
wait till they drop him in the classified line probably this year.
Yeah. Oh yeah, probably. Let's see what the chat says. Joe Hunter says he would have picked Raptor, and Larry agrees with him. I don't know what Nate's referring to here. Do you know? I'm a slippery little snake. Do you know what he is?
Is that like Cobra Commander or something when he gets changed into the...
Possibly. Yep. Ben says they remind him of a certain toy. Another kind of toy. Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Joe Hunter says, "Yep, he sucks." Fantasia agrees with me. He just resubscribed. Why are we talking about sex toys? Crikey Moses. You blokes are off tap this morning. It's 11 o'clock in Australia and the Aussies are going ham. Unbelievable. Although in New Zealand, it's a bit later in the afternoon. If it's a sunny day, Kiwis probably already had 3 or 4 beers. Yes, Phil agrees. Most impractical figure. Larry doesn't like Dress Marine Gung Ho.
Okay.
Doesn't think it's historically accurate.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Joe fan's going to get a beer. All right, 1988.
Enjoy.
Here we go. Tell me why you're blocking Tiger Force Frostbite.
I mean, look at it. It looks like it was generated by AI.
Well,
now,
yeah.
Oh, well, sorry. Did you have something to add there?
Oh, it probably has. I mean, the amount of AI little videos going around on Instagram this week's just been out of control. I wish I could block them.
It's been. You know what? A lot of people. You're doing too much with that shit. Just pump your brakes.
Yeah.
Cool. You can make a figure walk and then change into a flag.
Yeah.
Awesome. Whatever.
I'm particularly annoyed by it because everyone's attempts look better than mine.
I mean, it's a novelty for now. I'm sure people it'll drop, it'll dip. Yeah. But I digress because this walking piece of hot garbage that we're looking at on screen needs more discussion.
Are there tigers in snowy North America?
As far as I know. Are there tigers in the snow really anywhere? I know there's snow leopards, but not tigers, as far as I know.
Some tigers are white, aren't they? Or are they just albino?
The Siberian. Actually, there might be the Siberian tiger, right? I think they're white, aren't they?
Yeah. We're going to have to go and check in with Joe Exotic afterwards.
I don't spend much time in Siberia, so I'm not sure how many of those would even be around. But Animal Kingdom aside, and please, this is a disclaimer. I don't mean to offend anyone when I say this, but why is his hair gone red?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he got jealous of a ginger and wanted to be just like him.
Yeah, look. So many things going through my mind right now, Aaron. You know what?
3-star says he agrees with you. Hates him.
Yeah, and I was coming to that actually. Like,
so does Fantasia. Yeah.
It was a bit of a misguided choice for a vehicle and driver. With that said, like his coat in that color looks good. I just wish they'd kind of like retained his normal hair and beard. It's a bit silly, but it was an easy pick for this year, Aaron. Very, 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 very easy.
Nate says it's vampire rules when it comes to gingers. If you get bitten by one, you become one. Joe Fan says he cut himself shaving. You guys are great. You guys are fantastic.
Do you have this figure, Aaron?
Yes, I do. Yeah.
Can you please set it on fire on a live stream?
Why would I do that?
Well, just for funsies. Why not? I used to when I was a teen running wild, and being a destructive little menace, I blew up a lot of Joes that I was no longer interested in. Just throwing it out there. Would you block it? Would you block Frostbite? Would this Tiger Force Frostbite? Would you block it?
I didn't actually look at 1988. So,
okay.
I'd have to look at 1988 before I commented on that. So maybe we'll reconvene. I will tell you afterwards if I would.
Well, he might not block you because he's a ginger too.
All I know is that he doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense.
So doesn't make sense. Looks like it's created with AI.
Yeah.
Rubbish release. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
That's the general consensus.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess at least he's not wearing a singlet. Anyway, carry on.
All right. So 1989. Here we go. See if you can work this one out. This was me. What the hell is going on here? What? Can anyone in the chat tell me what that is? Joe Fan says that's AI as well.
That is Devo. That is Devo. That is what that is. Just whip it. Whip it good.
Why does he have a hose from his head to his arm? Nate reckons it's a fart tube.
That reminded me of that the thing from Jackass where they do the fart helmet.
Oh yeah, it's a fart helmet.
The fart helmet. Oh, it's one of the grossest chapters in Jackass history, but fuck, it was funny.
One of the boy is actually Steve-O. Fantasia wants to know if that's the core.
Shots fired. Aaron, where's the air horse?
Benny Shouldn't says he's the Cobra Bomb Trooper. G.I. Jokers wants to know if he's got into salad.
Oh, man. They just weren't even trying with this bloody thing, were they? They really weren't.
Yeah. 3 stars says it helps with his hand-eye coordination.
Someone had their hand on it when they were making this, I'll tell you that much.
And Joe Fan, he wants to know whether that's wild boar. That is correct. That is wild boar. I don't think we need to say anything else. We've blocked him. It makes no sense at all. So
see you later.
See you later, wild boar. All right, I reckon we'll go on to 1990 now, which is you. Here we go. Tell me more.
Well, it's not really much of a stretch, is it? Like, one of the lamest figures in the history of the line. Definitely of that year.
Sorry, mate.
Garbage.
Just on that dad joke.
Yeah. Hey, listen. Don't you start about dad jokes, mate. I caught your little stint on podcast with the pit last night. All right. Yeah. Even Casey was just looking at you and Eric and going, "Please just stop.
Yeah,
Please just stop. Cut it out."
Yeah.
Anyway, back to Stretcher.
Yeah, tell me why.
I had this figure as a kid, man.
Oh, you had him as a kid, and you still blocked him.
Overwhelming disappointment of a figure. That was why did I buy this? What a piece of shit. So, yeah, not a fan. Could have been better. Could have been, too. It's a little bit too future forward as well in some respects. And I know that was sort of the period where the line was sort of headed, but yeah, even the name is just bland, just devoid of creativity.
Yeah.
Like people who use AI to generate content. Same sort of thing.
Yeah. Bill says that me and him have had him in our top 5 for 1990. We did. I had him as a kid, and we love him. So I'm quite offended. Hillbilly says it's proof that cocaine is a heck of a drug. So he starts talking about stretching ass.
Jesus. That escalated.
Yeah. Joe Pan says he had lots of core figures. Nothing wrong with the core. I've got a whole bucket of them. And Jay Astro calls him Sergeant Smallhead.
Smallhead.
It's very true. Quite annoyed that you picked him because he was one of my favourites. Although I will say that sled that he came with, I reckon that lasted 5 minutes in my house. If the joystick didn't break off, or the shield didn't break off, or the feet didn't break off, it's so hard to find one of them still in good condition. So
yeah,
I'd definitely block the sled. Fantasia wants to know why he looks like a train engineer.
Choo choo. He does look like that.
3-star does have him in his original condition, complete. So that's a big effort.
If I had a medal, Darren, I would be giving it to you right now, mate.
And Benny Shinners has got Major Payne's voice in his head every time he sees him.
You what a movie.
You turds have graduated to maggots. Johnny says, is that Denzel from Unstoppable? Could be. All right, 91 was my year. So here we go. This is Cloudburst, and he looks so weird. You know what? Cloudburst has an interesting spot in my heart because I actually picked up my Cloudburst figure on a long drive down south with my wife. It was a good afternoon. So I do have a soft spot for the Cloudburst. It's in my cabinet, but I just don't know what the figure's about. And what annoys me is you never see him without his visor still there. So the fact that I keep seeing him without that visor makes me not want to see him ever again. So that's why I blocked Cloudburst. Johnny Reno says, is that one of the Cloudburst should have... Oh, sorry, Jay, you guys are so quick on these comments. Cloudburst should have come with a Curious George pet accessory. Fair enough. It's burning Hillbilly's eyes. Johnny Rito says, is that one of the workers from Fraggle Rock? 3-star says he can't argue with it at all. Should have been called Sunburst. And Benny reckons that they were stealing molds from the core figures. Interesting stuff. I don't think I've got anything else to say about Cloudburst. I think he speaks for himself. Have you got anything to add about Cloudburst?
Not really. He's pretty bloody average, isn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. All right, so we'll go to 1992, which is your year. Here we go.
If this ever gets... What? Sorry? What were you going to say?
In 1992, we're blocking Sonic Roadblock. Not Roadblock, Road Pig. Sorry. Road Pig.
Road Pig, yeah.
Yeah. And what were you going to say?
If I ever see this, if I ever see the classified roadblock, you can't see it, but I'm pointing at it. Done like this. I hope that day doesn't come.
Yeah.
If you look back at the Sonic Fighters, there's some decent figures in that assortment. Yeah. Then you get this. The choice to use that character as a Sonic fighter, I think is a bit stupid. They could have gone in some other direction with another Cobra character. And yeah, just
The colors are
pretty
all
black.
wrong. It looks like cheese twisties.
He looks like he's definitely spent too much time at the solarium. But
Larry said, tanning bed, road pig.
yeah, there you go. Yeah, there you go, Larry. You're on the same wave. Yeah, just, and I know again it's the neon era, so before anyone says that, yep, I get that too. But it's more my, not that I have a disdain for this character or this release, but it's more a fact of I think they could have chosen someone better and done it in something better. Because, like, I think off the top of my head, the Stalker in that wave is a pretty cool figure. He's the black and yellow one, right?
Yes, yep. I just got him the other day. So
yep. And who's a couple? Is there a Tunnel Rat one?
There's a Dial Tone as well.
Dial Tone, yeah.
There's a few.
Yeah. Who are the Cobra characters?
Viper.
Which Cobra?
The Viper was one. You know that gold Viper?
Yeah, not off the top of my head. Was there another Cobra Sonic fighter? Was it Cobra Commander? Was it?
Oh yeah, he was. Yep, absolutely, he was. There was General Hawk as well.
Is he the black one? He's the black one, isn't he?
Yeah,
the black Cobra Commander.
Might have been. Yeah, I reckon.
I'm drawing a blank.
Might have been blue. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you might be right actually. But yeah, this is just a waste of time, essentially. Block. See you later. Get off my screen.
Fantasia says, I think Fantasia's saying that he doesn't like green cod pieces.
The cod piece is probably the only redeeming part of this figure. I'm not going to lie.
Skunkworks has joined us. Thank you for joining us, Skunkworks. Good to see you, mate. This guy should have been a Cheetos mile away. Hands down, one of the stupidest figures in the entire line. 100%. Kiwi likes orange hair. Thank you for that, Kiwi. Find me attractive, mate. It's very cool. Look, Major Blood was a Sonic fighter.
Yep.
And the Cobra Commander was the blue one.
Yeah. So it's like a lighter blue, I think, from memory.
Yeah. No, I actually agree with that. His weapons were even more ridiculous. I don't know what was going on with those weapons that they gave him. He has like this double-barreled round frisbee sort of gun. It's a bit weird.
Silly. Just silly.
Yep. All right, so I had 1993, and I can't remember what I put in there, but let's have a look. Oh, of course. How did I forget this? I don't ever want to look at this thing again.
Wow, really?
Yeah, really. This is horrible. This is horrible. What were they thinking? Right.
I like this Scarlet.
You too?
I do.
No, I'm blocking it because there's something wrong with that torso and those hips.
They're big childbearing hips, baby.
Yeah,
that's what
Barry says. It's baby got back, Scarlet. Phil says she's built not to forget Aaron. Oh, gosh. Nate says she's thick.
She is. She's a thick baddie, this one.
Casey says one of the worst figures in the line.
Oh, how dare you, Casey. Blocking you now.
Benny says, oh, you guys are so quick. Jay Astro says she looks like she has extra thigh articulation. Benny says she looks like an SBS reporter. Oh, God.
Oh, what?
An SBS reporter. Yeah. Joker says she's built like a linebacker.
Oh, that's a bit rough.
Kiwi's just looking at the boobs.
We do not sexualize our toys, Campbell.
And we've lost Eric. Eric's got, that's horrible. Good night.
See you, mate.
That is horrible. Everything about it's horrible. The articulation, the color, the crummy hair. I just don't understand it. I've got one. but it's right up the back of the cabinet. So,
I'll tell you one thing.
Yeah.
It's better than the original Scarlet figure.
Oh, controversial opinion.
Yep. At least it looks like a female, unlike that original figure.
Yeah. Yeah, very interesting. Yeah. I was born on my sister's 7th birthday. And I got this one for my 9th. My sister made fun of it so badly. Oh, I feel sorry for you, Joe fan. Oh no. Oh. And 3-star says, yes, in the back of the cabinet is where it belongs. Okay, 1994, Adam.
Yep.
Here we go. This was you. I believe
Yep.
your choice was anything Star Brigade, and I've just grabbed a picture of Destro.
All of it. Get rid of it all.
Everything Star Brigade.
Lock it all. Out. There's the
Why?
door. See you later.
Why?
Why?
Yeah, why?
Just rubbish. Like, I was like completely out of the line by the time this crap was dropped on people. But there's just nothing good, like redeeming about these figures. The aliens look like dog shit. These figures look too sort of like, yeah, it's just shoehorning Joes into space with no, like, like we had the Defiant in what, 85 or 86? The Defiant. When did that come out? Maybe 87. 87. In that ballpark, 85 to 87, I can't remember. And, if you were going to do a space line that was probably a bit more grounded in somewhat reality, I could accept that. But this is not grounded in reality. And I know we're talking about G.I. Joes and it is a fictitious toy line, but I've always enjoyed the more real sort of aspects of the Joe verse. So this, and even though I'm a Star Wars fan, just feels like a blatant cash grab. And yeah, just hard pass on every single aspect of it.
Can't argue with any of that.
Thank you.
Yeah. Foot says, good evening, fellas. Hello, Foot. Great of you to join us. Casey reckons, the Star Brigade stuff was terrible, but still better than Scar.
Casey, stop it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Nate says so. Nate is not really a G.I. Joe man, and he said if he didn't have it on card, he wouldn't know that it was actually a G.I. Joe, which is a very good point.
Is a salient point because, like, look how small the Joe logo is on the masthead. It's like Star Brigade. It was like we're trying to sell you this shit masquerading as G.I. Joe. Like, no, jump in the bin.
Johnny's got a confession to make. He's got most of them all mint on card. He's not too proud to.
There is no judgment for anyone who may have these or likes them. This is just an opinion. We all have opinions. So you're good, Johnny.
Yeah. 3-star says he agrees with you and he's glad he never saw them in stores because it would have made him sad.
I can vividly remember seeing these in Horsham Toy World. This is when I was living in the country, and they were on the pegs, and I was just like, "What is that?" Yeah.
Fantasia wants to know what he transforms into. That's very true. So that brings us to the end of the vintage line. That's been good fun.
It has been.
The bonus round was classified.
Yeah,
and it's an obvious choice. What do you think I've picked as the one classified figure that needs to be blocked?
I think we're taking it right back to the start where I started with your pick.
Duke?
No, my first pick was Grunt.
Grunt? No.
Oh, no, sorry, no. Sorry, no, not Grunt. Grunt's fine. Falcon. I thought we're talking about Falcon.
Well,
am I right?
Let's see what everyone's saying in the chat. Which classified figure did I block, everyone? We'll let the chat queue up. Jay Astro says Falcon. Phil says
Maybe you're going to
Falcon.
throw us a curveball.
Phil says Falcon. Larry says Falcon. Any more takers, boys? Casey said Cobra Island Roadblock. I'm not familiar with that one.
Aaron wouldn't be that specific, I don't think. I feel
Kiwi
like you
says
haven't
Falcon.
Is it Falcon?
Kiwi says Falcon. Gio Joker says Pimp Daddy Destro. That's actually a good shout, but it wasn't him. 3-star says we'd all pick that Falcon first. Lots of takers for Falcon. Okay. Of course, Eric would say Chuke.
Yeah.
The figure that I have chosen from the classified line to be blocked is, of course, Falcon.
Falcon.
And it all comes down to that face. I don't know what was going on there. Yeah, as someone who doesn't collect classified, that is a good reason right there not to.
Not their finest hour. We all can agree on that.
Yeah, absolutely. That was fun.
It was very much
fun.
so.
I hope everyone else in the chat had some fun. I hope we didn't block too many of your favourites. Benny Shinnis says that Falcon looked like he had Botox. And Nate says it's an old man's face on a young man's body. Kind of a bit like me, you know. Anyway, what do you got coming up, Adam? You're recording anything, reviewing anything, posting anything to your YouTube channel at any time soon?
Well, look, obviously we've been doing our streams on my channel and your channel week in, week out. So I'm sure we'll have something coming up on that front on my channel next. We haven't got anything yet, but we will, I'm sure. I've been busy with work, so I haven't there's a video that I filmed a couple of weeks back, and I just haven't gotten around to editing it yet because it's requires a bit more work than a review video. I've still got maybe one Monster Force figure to still go to finish the reviews of wave 1 of that, but I just haven't got around to it. I haven't really had a lot of time or energy at my disposal. Obviously it's a lot easier to sit here and have a chin wag and tell a few yarns with you because I don't have to do any work. I can just sit here and talk and words just come out. But yeah, that side of things it's a bit trickier. Takes a bit more effort and time and nuanced. So, but I'll get to it. You know me, I'm like you, Aaron. We do these things when the timing is right.
Yeah.
Not because we have to.
Absolutely, quality over quantity is what I think anyway. Yeah, if you put something good out, people watch it.
Yep. They
won't watch stuff because you're doing stuff every day, and they'll watch stuff because you're doing good stuff. So quality over quantity. I just want to thank everyone for jumping in. Overwhelmed with the amount of people watching and the comments that have come through. Sorry I didn't get to all of the comments. I'm sure there was some comedy gold in there that I missed. After the week that I think we've both had, it's good. It's good to feel the love. It's been amazing. So thank you, everyone. If you're in the chat and you see another person in the chat that you don't know of or haven't watched any of their content, go and look them up and subscribe to them, because everyone that's been in this chat, just a phenomenal work. Look them up on YouTube and Instagram and check out their stuff. If you like G.I. Joes, there's lots of G.I. Joe content there to look at. Plug into those guys. Feel free to stream, subscribe to Adam, subscribe to me if you like. I reckon I'll just play the outro. And
hang on a second, wait. I've got one last thing to say, Aaron. I'm not finished yet.
Oh, okay. All right. No worries. Okay. Good.
Can't remember what I was going to say now. Lost my train of thought. What What was I going to say? Oh, it's completely just gone.
I'm
Don't
just
you
going to play
hate
the
that?
outro, mate. I'm going to
Don't
play
you
the
hate that
outro.
when that happens?
Yeah, all right. See you, mate.